here, back. All right, we are here for Game 5. Oh man, I am very, very nervous, anxious about this game. Move that over a little bit there. I like barely slept last night because all I could think about was this game. And even when I did sleep, all I was dreaming about was the game, so... Nervous as the Toronto Maple Leafs are at home. They have a chance to end the series. And it would be the first time that they would do so since 2004. Let's see if we can get the lineups here. Alright, I got the Leafs lineup. Let's see if we can get the Tampa Bay lineup. Give me one moment. Alright, so the Leafs lineup. Of course, Bunting's suspension is done. He is no longer suspended. However, the lineup is Yarncroke, Matthews, Nylander, Nyes, Tavares, Marner. So they switched up Marner and Nylander there. Kerfoot, O'Reilly, Achari, Aston Reese, Kampf, and Lafferty. So no Michael Bunting in the lineup for the Maple Leafs. They have decided to sit him, even though he's eligible to play. And that completely shocked me, to be honest. Did not expect that whatsoever. But honestly, I'm okay with it. I'm fine with that decision from Sheldon Keefe. You won 3 in a row. Why change anything? There's, you know, might as well not mess with it at that point. McKay Brody on the back end, Giordano Hall, and Riley Shen, with obviously Samsonov being your starter. On the other side, Tampa's lineup: Stamkos, Point, Kucherov, Hagel, Sorelli, Killorn, Colton, Paul, Asamont. So he gets back into the lineup. Tanner Jeannot out. And then Maroon, Belmar, Perry, Hedman, and Perbix on the back end. Sergachev, Radish, and Cole Bogosian, with, of course, Vasilevsky starting. Oh, man. I'm just so extremely nervous. As looks like they're doing the good old national anthems. We'll wait for those to be done. This the 2-day break in between Game 4 and 5, I did not like that. I did not like it at all. I will say that. It was a little bit too long for me, so I hope that that doesn't happen again at any point. There's Vasilevsky. One thing that's worried me over these past few days here, since Game 4, is there's been a lot of talk about Vasilevsky and how he has not performed up to his standard. And it's not just been the fans, it's been the media as well, talking to the players, talking to Vasilevsky himself, talking to John Cooper. I don't like that. It does not bode well, especially, like, Vasilevsky gets better and better as the series goes along. And, he's amazing in elimination games. So, I don't like all of the trash talk that he's been getting. That is for sure. But we'll see if he can actually bounce back. Hopefully he can't. Because, I mean, it was the same thing last year as well. In last series, Vasilevsky did not start the series off well. But as, game 6 and 7 came along, he was pretty good. So that's really what worries me. Oh, I should notify my Discord that I am live. I probably should have done that, hey? Oh, hopefully you guys didn't hear that. You might have. Alright. Announcements. All right. Get that out of the way. And do this. All right, we're all good to go, I think. Hopefully. Still doing the national anthems. There we go. That's maybe a little bit better. A lot of Leaf fans in the building. A lot of Leaf fans in Maple Leaf Square. And it looks like we're getting ready to go, so I'm going to turn off our music here so I can actually listen to the game audio. Of course, you guys not able to do that, because if I do listen to the game audio on live here, I might get taken down. So I'd rather not take that risk. Hey, Willis, how's it going? All right, sorry about that. I am nervous. I am very, very nervous as we start here. I'm a little bit tired. Just got back from school. Yeah, I'm a little tired as well. I did not sleep very well last night. The anticipation of this game definitely got to me. Nylander on the forecheck here. Matthews after him. What a difference Ryan O'Reilly has made for the Maple Leafs. He's a workhorse. Hold on, Killorn with the shot stop. Rebound! Oh, and he misses that second attempt. As Nylander will go the other way. I'll finish reading your comment in just a second. William Nylander comes in, shoots. That gets deflected high. McCabe will dump it in. I'll read the comment. Finish reading the comment after the whistle here. But yes, Ryan O'Reilly has been a fantastic addition. There's Perbix who will get it out. Now a pass up ahead to Brayden Point, who does a spinorama at the line and dumps it in. Pass up the boards, and Kerfoot is there, who, of course, got the game winner in Game 4. An unexpected hero. Brody gets knocked down. Voracek here for the Lightning. Point comes up with it. He'll put us back to the point. Sergachev with a shot. Doesn't get through, and the Leafs will clear it. And it's going to be an icing call, actually. I thought it wasn't going to be enough, but it was. Yeah, what a difference O'Reilly has made for the Leafs. He is a workhorse. He scores. He hits passes. It's incredible. Yeah. And I mean, you know, O'Reilly kind of brought that from like the moment that he joined the Leafs. But he's stepped it up even more so in the playoffs here. He has just been such a phenomenal pickup for the Leafs. I cannot say enough good things about him. I was so happy when they picked him up, and he's been even better than I could imagine. Here's Bogosian with a shot. Tip in front, doesn't actually get through, as Colton tipped it, but it hit himself. Bogosian with another opportunity here. Still at the point. Holds on to it, passes it to his D-man. A shot from Cole. Nope, he fakes it. Now he takes it. A puck in front. It's loose. And gets knocked away. Noel Acciari gets hit hard into the boards. The third line, has been out there for a while. 1 minute 40 seconds for most of them, as there's a battle along the boards here. Brody tries to go the other side. Here's Nick Paul forechecking. Gets it back to the point again for Bogosian. Brody will cut that pass off. See if he can clear it here. And the Leafs do clear it, and they say that it's tipped, so no icing. Cool to see Chucky get the goal in OT last night. Yeah, that was quite a play by Allmark. Kucherov with a shot just deflected away. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about more in a second. As a centering pass, oh, Marner almost got a breakaway there. Here's Marner again. Gets it up ahead for Tavares, who tried to deke around his man. Got knocked off his stick for a second, but Marner's back on it. Mitch Marner around the left-hand side. Edman cuts him off, and now the Lightning will gather it back up. Perbix up ahead. And gets tipped in. There's Luke Schenn. Gets it over to Riley, who's intercepted. Maroon with a shot, and that goes wide. I don't even know if that was close to the net, to be honest. Maroon with another opportunity. Can't wrap that around, so he gets it back to the point. Here's Bogosian. And another shot. Oh, deflection in front. I don't think Samsonov knew where it was, but luckily Morgan Riley did, and he'll clear it. Now that pass goes all the way back. How is that not icing? I'm not sure how that wasn't icing on the Lightning there, as they're in the offensive zone once again. Leafs on the back end here for the first 4 minutes. A shot there gets deflected up and out of play. Sorry, let me get back to your comments here, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I was glad to see Tkachuk score there. I thought it was a really good play by Verhaeghe. It was a bad play by Allmark, who played it where literally the only Florida player was, but I thought Verhaeghe did a good job because he was going up with Grzelcyk, and I think Allmark assumed that he would stick on Grzelcyk, but he didn't, and Verhaeghe kind of peeled off to the side, which made it so he was able to get that pass. Well, unintended pass, but a pass from Allmark there. Who was the Leafs' best player? Oh, hold on. Lightning back in. A big hit by McCabe. As I think that's Asimont. No, it's Hagel that goes down. The best player in the playoffs so far. I mean, a lot of them. There's been a lot of pretty good players, but Riley has stepped up. I'm going to say Morgan Riley. just because of how much he has stepped up his game from the regular season to the playoffs. Riley, I think in the regular season, he just wasn't really there. But man, in the playoffs, he has just been phenomenal. If it ends up being the Bruins, the Maple Leafs will be a 50-50 as who would win that series. It would definitely be really close. Here's Kucherov. And the Leafs will poke that free. A shot from the point, knocked away by Samsonov. Brodie falls down. Stamkos trying to get it, but it comes free for Kampf, and he'll pass it over to McCabe, who doesn't play the puck yet. He's getting battled with Stamkos there, and Kampf will help him out. Clears it just off of Hedman, and now a break here. Here's Lafferty, shoots, and it's stopped by Vasilevsky. Lafferty, who I talked about in my video, I don't think he's done too much in the series so far, but had an opportunity there. Aston Reese with a shot stopped by Vasilevsky. Yes, like Nick said, make sure to like the stream. Indeed. Leafs win in second overtime tonight. Dude, I don't know if my heart could take that. I'll be honest. Game cannot go to OT. Jersey's own will be a painfully stressed individual. Yes, indeed. See ya, Willis. Thanks for stopping by. Matthews or Marner in the playoffs so far. Matthews or Marner have also... Marner specifically has been really good. Matthews, there's been a few times where he's just been... I don't think he's been bad, but he's been shut down. But obviously last game he kind of found a little bit of a room scoring those 2 goals, and now the Lightning are back in here. Nick Paul with a shot deflected wide by Riley. That's a good stick there by Morgan Riley, and John Tavares will come the other way here. He'll dump it in and pick it right back up himself. Centering pass. Oh, almost a nice. Riley scores! Morgan Riley gets the first goal for the Leafs. Not even 6 minutes in, and there's Morgan Riley once again. Holy smokes. I told ya, Riley has turned it up for the playoffs here. And there's another goal for him. Holy smokes. Great play by Tavares here on the forecheck. Getting around Sergachev. And passes it right out front. Nyes couldn't quite handle the pass. But Riley is there. And he just rips it past Vasilevsky. That's it. Honestly, that's one that I probably would want Vasilevsky to have. Vasilevsky is almost out of his crease there, cutting off a lot of the angle. Vasilevsky is a huge goaltender as well, and Riley just beats him. There's no screen whatsoever. And Scotiabank is pretty loud right now. Here's Hagel coming in. Killorn back to the point. Oh, a shot, rebound, and they score. Hagel or Cirelli, I'm not quite too sure which one, but they get it right back. Wow. Right back. They just immediately, with a little bit of a chance here. So it's Hagel that just walks around Justin Holl, misses his check, loses the stick, and now Hagel's all alone in front, and Cirelli helps him out as well. That's a bad play by Justin Holl. He not only misses the check, but he loses a stick, so he has to go to the bench to get a new one, and that makes it so Hagel is wide open in front. Cirelli gets there as well. That's not great. Sorry, Soccer Insider. Yes, I do have one Minnesota North Stars jersey. I believe it's like their 80s one. Sorry, I was going to get to that. I just don't love talking during the play because Nylander comes in. Ooh. Here's Brodie. Brodie holds on, shoots, and that gets blocked. Brodie with another attempt and gets deflected wide. Here's Austin Matthews, gets it back for Brodie. Another opportunity for him, shoots, deflected, and that gets up and out of play, and someone in front gets tackled. It's Nylander and Radish. Yeah, it's a little bit of A little bit of a stressful situation, yeah. But yeah, I try during the regular season. I don't mind talking while the play is going on. I'll usually answer questions then, because it's not as intense. But yeah, when the playoff comes around, I usually like to hold off looking at the comments until afterwards. But of course, I do still try and read everyone, or at least try my best to read every single one. All right, go Leaves. I'll be back for the third period. All right, see you, Nick. How do you think Samsonov has done compared to the Maple Leafs goalies in the past? The thing with Samsonov is, I think he hasn't been outstanding. He hasn't been, you know, outerworldly, but he's been good, is the thing. And, he's let in a few goals here and there where, you maybe want him to have, but, something that, like, I know the hockey guy brings up a lot. It's a little bit, past my time, but it's kind of like that Grant Fuhr sort of goaltending style where you'll get 3 or 4 past him, but you can't get that 5th one. And that's kind of how Samsonov, outside of that first game, kind of how he's played. He's been maybe not the best during the first little bit, but afterwards, he definitely has stepped up his game after allowing a few goals, in the past few games here. And I think he's definitely been, like, the thing with the other Leafs goaltenders is, like, Anderson, with Freddie Anderson, he usually either cost the Leafs the game or he was the reason the Leafs won the game. There was very few times where he was just okay. And Campbell, yeah, there was just a few goals. There was quite a few goals with Campbell that just weren't really too great. Samsonov, he has had a few of those goals, but it hasn't been anything like egregious in my opinion. Matthew Knies trying to win that battle off the draw there. He was kind of hooked, no penalty, and that puck goes all the way down onto Samsonov, and he'll cover. But yeah, overall, I think Samsonov has been good. He's been good enough. The Maple Leafs have had a lot of great goalies in their history. Terry Sawchuk, Felix Potvin, Curtis Joseph, Eddie Belfour. Yeah, they definitely have. They have had some darn good goalies. And even Anderson was really good when he first came to Toronto. Like, he was on a Toronto team that was still just kind of learning where they were on a very young Leafs team, and he played phenomenal. Oh, Tavares almost turned that puck over, and Marner trying to do the same as well. That puck gets dumped all the way into the Leafs' end. Samsonov out there to play it, and Tavares tries to get it up ahead. It deflects off of a Lightning player to the neutral zone, and Leafs are battling for it here. Marner will be the one to pick it up. Riley has a 4-game point streak, 3 goals, 7 points, in 5 games. Just phenomenal. Now here's Austin Matthews on the left-hand side, comes in, cuts towards the middle, passes a back shot, and that's stopped by Vasilevsky. Here's Bogosian up ahead for Corey Perry, so it's this 4th line out here for the Lightning against the Maple Leafs top line. A pass back to the point, and Giordano will intercept that shot pass, but it gets right back into the Leafs' end. Here's Justin Hall, who kind of got undressed on that Lightning goal there. I know there's been a lot of stats about Justin Hall, where he's been on for a lot more goals against than goals for, but honestly, I think Hall has been actually not too bad in this series. Specifically on the penalty kill, I think he's been really good. He's blocked a lot. Oh, a turnover here. Here's Brayden Point. Passes out front, but that gets blocked by Aston Reese. And here's David Kampf, and he'll get it out. And Aston Reese will just dump it in. So now it's this 4th line for the Leafs against the 1st line for the Lightning. But a lead pass for Stamkos. Couldn't quite get onto that properly, but he still has the puck. Stamkos in the Leafs zone. A shot there, deflected, goes wide. Now here's Sam Lafferty. Trying to get it up ahead, and the Leafs will dump it in and get a change. But, yeah, to finish what I was saying, Hall has done a good job on the, oh, did they call it offside? No, they're not calling it offside. Oh, I thought that was going to be an offside call there. Justin Hall's done a good job blocking Stamkos' shots on the power play, I feel like. That's where he's really shined in the series so far, but I know a lot of people haven't really loved his play. Here's Radish. Trying to make a move, but that gets stolen away by Matthew Knies. He plays this back to Luke Schenn. Now Riley will dump it in, and it goes off of a stick and up and out of play. What are your thoughts on... what were your thoughts when the Maple Leafs traded Rasmus Sandin, looking back on it now? I was sad. Who had been kind of looking like he didn't like that hit there. It's like it hurt him a little bit. Actually, it looked like it hurt him quite a bit. Yeah, when he was first traded, I was kind of upset. I really liked Rasmus Sandin. And I personally didn't think that he got enough time in the top four there to really evaluate how he would be. He was in there a little bit during this season when Morgan Riley was injured, and I thought he played well. But outside of that, he had his struggles on that third line or that third pair. But I liked Rasmus Sandin, otherwise. So I was upset when he was traded, but I also understood it, and I feel like it's just one of those situations that Kyle Dubas has done a few times where he kind of just does right by his guys. He did it with, Travis Dermott when he wasn't getting played a ton. So he traded him to Vancouver where he knew he would get more time. And then, with Sandin there, also trading him to Washington where he knew he would get more time, more playing time. And I think, that's kind of him doing right. He did it another time with, who was that player that came over? Is it from the KHL? It was definitely somewhere from Europe, and he ended up being traded to San Jose, and he definitely got a lot more time in San Jose. Let me look up San Jose's roster. San Jose Sharks. Trying to remember, I can't think of it right now for some reason. Roster. Barabanov. That's what it is. I knew I would remember the name the second that I saw it. It was Barabanov. So overall, my thoughts on the trade is it kind of sucks, but the Leafs at least got a first-round pick from it, and I don't think Sandin would be getting in the lineup right now, anyways. Right? Like if you look at the Leafs defense there, I don't think he's getting into this roster as of right now. So I understand why he got traded. Here's Giordano at the point. Paul will just play it in for Nylander. Still has it. Here's William Nylander back to Austin Matthews. Wasn't quite ready for that pass. Now Matthews shot, and that goes wide. I'll play up the boards there to Cirelli, who can't fully dump it in. Oh, here's Jarnkrok with a little bit of a chance. What? Why was there a whistle? Oh, a high stick, they say. All right. They say that there was a high stick. Shot so far is 7-4 for the Lightning. 9:19 left to go in the first. A center ice draw here. And O'Reilly will win it. Here's Jake McCabe. Plays it into the Lightning end. And Leafs will go after it here. Here's Victor Hedman. Thumbs up. Feel like if you're the Leafs forwards... Oh, a big hit by McCabe on Braden Point. I don't know where the puck went, but that was a pretty big hit there. standing up at the line. And the Leafs fans like that in the building. Yeah, that's a good hit by McCabe. Not quite too sure where the puck went after that, to be honest. Oh, it went out went out of play. Someone in the stands got a puck from that. That's a good play by McCabe there. People think the Maple Leafs have sucked since 1967, but the truth is that they've come really close. 1993, 94, 1999, 2002, they made it to the conference finals. Yeah, they definitely have had some teams there for sure. I'll be honest, all of those are before my time, so I don't really remember. And by before my time, I mean I wasn't really a Leafs fan until like well, I wasn't really a Leaf fan until I was probably like 6. Oh, here's Asamont to Colton at the side, and Samsonov will hold on to that. But yeah, I wasn't really a Leaf fan until it probably would have been like, I don't know, 2000 and honestly, I legitimately think I don't think I was a Leaf fan until 2004 or 2005. I'm pretty sure that was like when I started following the Leafs. So yeah, I don't really fully remember. Well, you know, I wasn't really following the Leafs when in those years. So they've been pretty bad since I've started following them. Big hit indeed. Yeah, it was a huge hit by McCabe. Here's Radish. We'll dump it in. Steven Stamkos is there. Stamkos turning around. Kucherov trying to help him out as he's kind of pinned against the boards, and Lafferty can't get the puck out, but David Kampf will. That puck gets dumped right back into the Leafs zone. Misses Zach Aston Reese. Now a shot from the point gets deflected wide. Ooh, comes out in front, and Samsonov. Oh, yeah. Come on. Get him out of there. Stamkos pokes. Honestly, I want McCabe to do more than that against Stamkos, poking the puck way after Samsonov had it covered. Leafs are long overdue. Let's go. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. But I didn't like that poke from Stamkos there. I think, I understand McCabe doesn't want to take a penalty there, but I don't know. Didn't love how little pushback Stamkos got there. Here's Corey Perry. Defensive zone draw for this fourth line of the Lightning. Leafs trying to come up with it here. It's in the corner. Comes back out front, and Nylander is there. He'll get it. TJ Brody. William Nylander brings it up the ice. Makes a move around a couple of players and leaves it off for Jarnkrok, who will just dump it in. There's Ian Cole. Gets it over to Bogosian, who holds on to it. Gets pressured by Marner there, and that puck goes all the way back into the Leafs. Yeah, they have not won since 2004. So I literally, I don't think I've been a fan of the Leafs since they've won a series. Here's Justin Hall over to Mark Giordano. Tries to get it up ahead. Ooh, I didn't like that pass as it was picked off. And John Tavares helps him out. Now the puck gets dumped. Goes all the way into the Lightning, and it'll be an icing call. I'm rooting for the Oilers. But if they fall, I hope Toronto gets her done. That is very, very fair. I mean, I'm kind of back and forth on the Oilers. Obviously, they have players that I like, with, Connor McDavid being one of them, but obviously Zach Hyman and Jack Campbell, who both came from the Leafs. But I also like rooting for the underdog with the Kings. So I honestly, I'm down for whoever wins that series personally. Justin Hall takes the puck off the draw here. And that pass gets intercepted. Now the Lightning are back in. Pass across there. Missed everyone, so Justin Hall will get it up ahead for Nyes, who will just dump it in and make the change. And that pass up ahead for Kucherov here. Gets over to Radish on the right-hand side. Radish centering pass. And that hits a skate. I think it was the skate of Luke Schenn there. Now, Schenn will bring it up. Schenn dumps it in, and I think they're calling that offside as Schenn takes down his man. Who was that? It's Ian Cole, it looks like, that he got tangled up with. Hits her 9-12 for the Leafs. Oh my god, John Cooper's suit looks insane on this broadcast right now. It's like freaking out. There it is. Now it looks a little bit better. Andrei Vasilevskiy has struggled in the series. He's not seeming his form. That was definitely a huge talking point, especially over the past few days, and I agree. But the thing is like I would say the same thing about last series. Last year, I thought, like, I don't know if it's just Vasilevskiy hasn't been that good because, you know, he's played so much hockey, or if the Leafs have kind of just figured him out. Here's Ryan O'Reilly with a lot of speed here. Brings it in. Ryan O'Reilly passes it back to the point for McCabe, who tried to get it over to Riley, but it was missed him and it goes out. It looks like there's a delay penalty against the Lightning. Ooh. The net was empty, and Riley's pass back to Matthews could have ended in disaster, as that was close to the empty net there. Here's Austin Matthews bringing it up. Gets over the line, shoots. That's gotta be a penalty. Wow. I know, like, look, man, I know that they'll, like, almost never call two penalties on the same play. Even in the regular season, that's very, very rare. In the playoffs, like, it's probably never going to happen, but man. And, yeah, it's a little bit of an interference there by Colton, I think it looks like. The Leafs easily could have a 5-on-3 here. It's not going to happen, but we'll see. I hope the Kraken can beat the Avalanche. Philip Grubauer has played really well. Dude, that would be quite the story, for sure. I would love to see the Kraken beat the Avalanche, just because the Avalanche have already won the Stanley Cup. You know, they don't need to win another one. And if the Kraken beat the Avalanche in their first playoff series ever, like, that'd be so cool. I would really like to see that. That'd be a very neat storyline. But the Leafs will be going to power play here when we get back from this commercial break. But the Leafs power play has not been that great in the past two games. And something that I've noticed as well is the Lightning's shot attempts over the past few games have been so much higher than the Leafs. Like, insanely higher than the Leafs. Almost doubled. But I mean, the Leafs have done well. They've kept the shots, I would say, somewhat close in the series, so it looks like the Leafs are just kind of picking their shots a little bit more precisely than the Lightning, where they're just kind of trying to throw everything on goal. They're showing Morgan Rielly's pictures throughout the year there. His headshots throughout the year. And so the Leafs on the power play here. Let's get my power play clock up. Yeah, so Colton gets the interference call. O'Reilly taking the draw. It's a battle for it, and the Lightning come away with it for a second, but it gets knocked back to the point. Here's Mitch Marner. Makes a move on Killorn. Gets it back to the point. Here's Austin Matthews on the left-hand side. Back to Morgan Rielly. Over to Mitch Marner. Shoots, tipped. Oh, and a stop there by Vasilevskiy as he had to reach out with the left pad. Morgan Rielly again. Gives it over to Matthews. Matthews holding on, down low. Throw Rielly to Mitch Marner, to Rielly, to Matthews. That gets tipped away from him. Leafs are still on it here, though. And that pass gets deflected. Matthews has to go after it. Ian Cole will get it over to Hedman, who will fire it. Oh, it's intercepted! Matthews! Oh, and Tavares can't find it in front as he was tangled up. And that goes all the way down. I thought Hedman was going to get that out, but I think it was knocked down in front. I honestly did not even see who. Now the second unit out here for the Leafs. William Nylander brings it up. He'll dump it in. Alex Kerfoot chasing it. Puck gets played around to the side. Let's see if the Leafs can keep it in. Unable to. And there's Hagel. Gets taken away by William Nylander. He brings it in. Alexander Kerfoot will just wrap it around for Nylander in deep. Up front, Jarnkrok! Huge save, rebound! Oh, Vasilevsky absolutely stonewalls Jarnkrok. Wow. 2 huge saves by Vasilevsky. So a tip in front, a good left hand pad save, and then here's Matthews with a great move. And Cole does a good job tying up his man, and then here's Nylander just stripping Hagel of the puck, leaves it off for Kerfoot, who puts it in, back for Nylander, and a good quick pass out front to Jarnkrok, and 2 massive saves by Vasilevsky. Nylander will take this draw again on the right-hand side. Leafs will win it back, and Rielly in deep for Nylander. Gets tipped. Now it's Giordano in deep there. Puck comes free. Giordano back to the point for Morgan Rielly. Shot! Oh, and that just goes wide. Matthews whipped it wide. Marner back to the point. Power play's done here. Out front, Matthews! Oh, and I think it was deflected in front, or he missed it again. Marner steals it out front. Nylander! Oh my God, Vasilevsky standing on his head, telling the haters who is washed, not me. And this was what I was worried about. A lot of people over the past few days have been talking trash to Andrei Vasilevsky, and on this power play, he has been phenomenal. The only reason the Leafs have not scored. Nylander just wide open in front, and Vasilevsky makes the save. Do you think the Lightning of the last few seasons compared to teams like the 80s Oilers or the 90s Penguins? I don't think so, but they've been pretty damn good. And that's a hand pass there from the Lightning, so that gets called. Yeah, I don't think they quite compare to those teams, but I mean the Lightning have been pretty damn good. It's not really to discredit the Lightning. It's more to say those teams were very good. Vasilevsky has an .856 save percentage in this series. Not great. Here's Asimont on the right-hand side. Brings it in. Gets hit by McCabe. That puck goes behind the Leafs net. Lafferty can't quite chip that puck out, and they'll come right back for McCabe. Over to Brody. Now here's Kampf. Gets it up. That's played to Braden Point. Here's Braden Point here. Passes it up to Bogosian. Bogosian in, shoots, and that gets hit wide. And oh, Paul takes down his man. It's Kucherov. And I think the Leafs are getting a penalty here, a tripping call. Let's see. Vasilevsky has woken up. Indeed. Yeah, it's just a stick right into the skates of Kucherov. Yeah. As Kucherov goes pretty hard into the boards there. So now the Lightning will get their first power play of the night. As Justin Hall goes off for tripping. And as I mentioned, I thought Justin Hall has done a good job at least blocking. Yeah, I mean, that's a very, very clear tripping penalty. But, you know, I was talking before, I think Justin Hall has done a good job blocking that Stamkos one-timer. And, Kucherov is on the bench getting fixed up here, so looks like Hagel is going to be the one that replaces him for now. Stamkos wins that draw. A little bit of a winger win. Sergachev to Hagel. It's it over to Sergachev with the shot. Rebound in front. And that gets played wide. Oh. Now, Lightning still have it here. Killorn will get it around for Brandon Hagel. Hagel back to the point. Shot. Stop there. Sergachev still on it. Another shot. Stopped it there by Samsonov. And Camp will play it around for, you got to get it out here, Gio. And Gio does get it out. He was trying to find Marner, but he couldn't knock it down. That's all right. Sergachev gets it back for Brayden Point to Kucherov, who's out there now. Killorn gets it back. Sergachev over to Stamkos. A pass in front shot. And that was stopped by Samsonov, and he covers it. What are your thoughts on the Rangers double series? Unfortunately, I haven't really been able to watch too much of it because it's been going on while the Leaf series has been on. So I wish I could watch more than I have. But I mean, from what I've seen, it's been somewhat fun. But yeah, I haven't been able to watch too much of it, unfortunately. O'Reilly to take the draw here. Battle for it. Still in some feet here. Comes to the net. Samsonov had to get his paddle down there. Now McCabe, or Achari, on the sideboards. Battling for it. Puck comes loose to the point, and Sergachev missed that. Goes all the way back. 40 seconds left to go on the power play. 52 seconds in the period. Sergachev tried to play it back for Kucherov. Marner almost jumped on that. Now a lead pass to center. There's Killorn. Gets it to Kucherov, who breaks in. Kucherov, I don't know why Giordano was so far in deep. A shot there, stopped. Rebound. Samsonov stops it, and he was trying to get on it, but Brody takes it first. He can't clear it. Puck gets played back in. Giordano battling for it. Comes to Killorn. Back at the point. Here's Sergachev to Kucherov, and that's stopped there by Samsonov. Marner battling for it. The penalty is over. 10 seconds left to go in the period. Puck comes free. Oh, it just goes wide. Kucherov shoots! And that gets blocked in front. And 1 second left to go in the period. And the Leafs able to clear it. Ooh. So the Leafs survive that penalty kill. I would not say that they thrived on it, but they survived. Very, very similar to the Leafs power play there, where I thought the Lightning just came out with it. We're lucky to come out with that, killing the penalty, and same there for the Leafs. Samsonov making some saves, some good blocks there. We're tied at 1 here, going into the intermission. Holy smokes. All right. Ooh. We still got 2 periods left of that? Oh, man. I mean, I'm ready for it, but I'm also not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus. I think that, speaking of the Devils Rangers, if I'm not mistaken, that is going on right now, which I might kind of quickly take a look at. Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, so apparently it's starting right now, but it's also saying that the Devils are up 1-0, although there's been no time played. So I don't know what's going on there. Good old NHL app. Devils are winning 1-0. Okay. So it's just the time then is wrong. Because the time on my app here says that the play has not started. Andre Palat scored. That's a good pickup for the Devils. That's a guy that he does well in the playoffs. It's a good pickup for them. Ooh. I think it's just on commercial break as far as I can see. Pretty sure at least that is the case. You know, the last time the Toronto Maple Leafs won a Player Series, I wasn't even born yet, so they have to win tonight. Wow, we weren't even born yet. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, like I talked about, I wasn't really a fan. At least I don't remember. I don't remember exactly when I started becoming a fan of the Leafs, but I either just started becoming a fan or it was like the year after. So I haven't seen the Leafs win a playoff series. Who do you think will win the draft lottery? Um, I mean, like probably like Anaheim. To be honest, that's who I could see, and I would kind of like if Anaheim won it. To be honest, as well, just because of the fact that, well, I don't want Bedard in my, I don't want Bedard in my division or conference. I want him on the West. I don't need him in the East. And I like the Ducks, especially Gibson in particular. I feel like Gibson has just, I know a lot of people, are kind of have been down a little bit on Gibson as of late, but he does play on a not very good Ducks team. So I would like for them to get a little bit better for sure. Really, the only team though that I don't want, um, it would be cool if he went to the Blue Jackets to play with Goudreau and Line. Yeah, that would be that would be a pretty fun setup as well. Although I know a lot of my family are Flames fans, so they don't want that. They do not want Johnny to have a good time in Columbus. They were a little disappointed that he left. So yeah, a lot of my a lot of my family would be upset at that outcome, but I would be fine with that as well. Mostly, the only team that I don't want Bedard to go to is Montreal. That's it. Any other team, sure. Like Coyotes, sure. Blackhawks would rather not, but like as long as it's not the Canadians, is basically the only team that I really don't want. Even Detroit, like I also would not want Detroit. That would be the other team that I would really want him to not go to. But like, at least I don't mind Detroit. So it's basically just Montreal. Every other team, I'm down for. I'm all right with. I will say I'm very hot right now. Extremely. What happened to the Flames? They had an amazing season last year, and they had Huberto, Uyghur, and Kadri, and they missed the playoffs. There's a lot of factors to that Flame season, and I honestly think the big one is just I don't think specifically with Kadri and Huberto, I just don't think they mesh well with Sutter. I just don't think they gel with that type of coach, and that's kind of the risk that you take with a coach like Sutter, where some guys just won't mesh with him whatsoever, and I think that is a huge, huge reason on why the Flames missed the playoffs. Another one is just Markstrom and Vladar were not good. They were not very good, especially Markstrom. And I think from what I was told, they got a new goalie coach this season, and so maybe that was it. Is maybe the goalie coach just also, I don't know, screwed some things up, but I don't know, like everything went wrong for the Flames this season, it feels like. So I do see them coming back next season and being good as long as they fire Sutter. If Sutter's going to be the coach again, I don't see them doing well, but if they get a new head coach, I know they fired Tree Living, which is I kind of feel bad for him in a way because literally he turned around that offseason so hard for the Flames. And, you can look at it two ways, right? So you're going to be losing Gaudreau. They kind of knew that. I guess it was a little bit unexpected. They were hoping that they were able to re-sign him. And then you lose Kachuk as well. So those are two huge players. Those are like basically your top two guys from last year. And you're losing both of them. Most of the time, that will kill a team. But then they add Huberdeau, Weegar, and Kadri, who I think, like that, I would say replaces, that, Hughes with a ton of speed just misses the net there. I would say that replaces those losses or maybe even upgrades on those losses there. But you can look at that two ways, right? You can look at it as he completely turned that around, or you can look at it as, they should have been going into a rebuild with losing those two guys, and he was just trying to do one last desperation move. However you look at it, I'm not really quite too sure. Oh, Panarin! Oh, huge save by Schmid. Wow. But yeah, it definitely went from I think I said this in one of the game over Calgary chats that SDPN, yeah, there we go, SDPN does. I said summer of Brad to the winter of sad is what I said, because yeah, it sure felt that way. But yeah, I think the Flames definitely could bounce back. Thankfully, there was no last minute goals against the Leafs so far. Yeah, that is one thing it hasn't killed them yet so far in these playoffs, but it's hurt them. It's hurt them a lot. So it's a good thing that they did not allow them there, and they very well could have. It was close. They had some opportunities to allow a goal against, but did not quite go in, thankfully. But yeah, those last minute goals have really just hurt the Leafs. I mean, even if you look at game one, right, two of those goals, at least if I'm remembering correctly, came in the last minute. And, so instead of going 3-0 into the first intermission, it's 2-0, which is a little bit better. Although I do think once Bunting was basically suspended there, or, well, kicked out, I should say. Once Bunting was kicked out, I do think the game was over because, those two power play goals that they got on the 5-minute major basically killed the Leafs in that first game. But still, if you go to intermission 5-2, still a little bit more helpful. Especially the Flames 9-6 win in game one. Yeah, it's crazy just how downhill it went after that game one. That game one was something else, and then it just completely collapsed on them. Yeah, it's like the thing is, if you look at that Flames roster, right, like they have a good roster. It's not like they have a bad team. Like they have some really good players on there, and I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's not all about just having really good players. It's about chemistry, and I don't know, maybe it is kind of something that has been talked about around the Flames for a while, is about their locker room. And if they have, that kind of good locker room chemistry, it's something that has been talked about. But obviously, with Gaudreau and Tkachuk leaving, you think, okay, maybe that goes away a little bit. I'm not saying those guys were the issue, but those are two, big voices in the locker room. I would assume so. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a weird situation for the Flames. I do think they should bounce back, but I think that definitely does depend on whether Daryl Sutter is coming back or not. And unfortunately, I do think he probably stays just because I think the owners like Sutter. But we'll see. I hope we get 2 to 3 goals in the second to put the game away. That would be nice. That would be nice. I hope we get 5 goals in the second. That'd be even better. Okay, the time on my NHL app is just done. It's not working. It's still saying that this Devils Rangers game is just starting. It does not feel like working. I'm gonna put a little bit of music on here. Might as well, right? There we go. Just have something in the background. I guess I could have done that earlier, but whatever. Ooh. I will say this. That's the, oh, Jesus. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, that should be okay. I've just seen some, I've seen some Twitter clips over the past few days here, with that TNT broadcast, and dude, it's so much better than what we have in Canada. I mean, especially Biz is very, very funny. But like even the other guys as well. I'll be honest, I don't know their names because I haven't really watched too much of that TNT broadcast. But like even they're pretty funny as well. And I'm not just saying that because Biz was like very high on the Leafs. I'm saying that just because, like, I don't know, it's nice to see, like, I have not watched an intermission for a very long time, just because it's just boring to me. They talk about, like, some interesting stuff, but they, I don't know, they're just very bland. But they, yeah, they're definitely a lot more entertaining on that American side, and I wish we had something like that on the Canadian side here. If it wasn't for Vasilevsky, game would probably be 3-1 Leafs. Vasilevsky made some massive saves on that power play, and just right after as well, that the Leafs had. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's something that I talked about, you know, when I first went live. People were really down on Vasilevsky over the past few days, and I wasn't liking it. Because, like, it's not like Vasilevsky just forgot how to play. But, yeah, like, and it wasn't just fans either. Like, it was media talking about it, asking John Cooper, asking Vasilevsky, and it's like, dog, you're just giving him ammunition here. Stop, please. But I'm telling you, if the Leafs keep firing shots, they'll get some good goals. For sure. Wondering if he's going to play in the NHL or stay in junior to develop a bit more. What are you talking about? Talking about Bedard. But yeah, I mean, the thing that the Leafs have done really well in this series so far, and it's something that I feel like they didn't do as well in the regular season, but that's just get in Vasilevsky's eyes, get that net front presence in, and take shots from the point. You know, I noticed during the regular season, man, that the Leafs defensemen really did not have a lot of points or a lot of goals. They were really weak on the defense. In terms of like shooting and everything like that, in terms of their offense, but they have done a really good job in the series, getting pucks through, tipping them, getting in Vasilevsky's eyes. That is a huge thing that they've done so far in the series. Yeah, definitely, just get those tip shots in, get in Vasilevsky's eyes, and yeah, it's something that they've done a very good job on over the series so far. I'm trying to bankroll new Tesla just cause I say so. Electric whip like Ivan Vanko. I just did it. I'm gonna see how close we are to the second period here. I think it might be starting. Yeah, I think we're starting the second period, it looks like. Possibly. So we're gonna switch to that second. Yeah, here we go. We gotta turn this off again. And we'll do this. This. Here we go. All right. So there's Victor Hedman, who took a hit earlier in the first period and looked like he was laboring a little bit coming off to the bench, talking to the trainer as well. And if you're the Leafs, I'm sure you saw that. You need to forecheck him. Obviously, you don't want a guy to be injured, but when it's a guy like Victor Hedman, you know, you gotta just keep hitting him. Don't do anything dirty, but just lay the body on him, wear him down. Well, I feel like Hagel was really early on that draw there, but Leafs will dump it in. Either way, Matthews on the forecheck here, gathers control of the puck for a second, but gets taken down by Hedman. Here's Luke Schenn. Nylander couldn't quite pass it in front, so Hagel will take that away. Here's Killorn, gets tripped up. Ooh, a centering pass, and Cirelli just missed it. And I don't think there's any... Yeah, no call against the Leafs, shockingly. I feel like after those two penalties, they're probably not going to call a whole lot. Here's Hedman with a shot. Stopped by Samsonov. Oh, I should put my clock up here. There we go. Here's Hedman coming in, gathers the puck, and oh, yeah, it looks like he was not skating very fast, but gets the shot away anyways. Samsonov makes that save. They've showed quite a few stats here about Tampa in elimination games, and obviously they are pretty high. Ooh, Hall with a huge hit on Perry. I feel like that could have been interference as Perry kind of goes back at him a little bit. Maroon tied up. Now the Leafs will almost get it out. It went into the feet of Achari, but they were able to gather it up. Now that gets dumped in. Played right back out to the neutral zone. Here's Pat Maroon. He'll play it down into the Leafs zone. Leafs will just hold up for a second here as they're changing the first line out here for the Lightning. O'Reilly still on the ice, gets it back for Justin Hall. He plays it up ahead for Tavares, who gets hit, but makes a nice play. Here's Achari out front, and it got deflected there. He was looking for O'Reilly. O'Reilly still comes out front. Tavares! Oh, and that stopped there. O'Reilly does a good job staying on that puck. A shot from McCabe gets blocked. Deflected into the corner. Oh, and Brody took a high stick there. No call on the play. They are not calling anything here in the second period. That puck gets played in. Here's Tavares. Nice trying to follow up here. Tavares back on it. He'll just backhand it towards the front of the net. Goes wide. Matthew Knies on it. Stops up. Ooh, and kind of runs into Marner. A little bit of a crisscross there. Matthew Knies comes out with it. Trying to go around. Unable to do so. Marner picks it up. Here's TJ Brody. Holds, shoots. And that gets blocked by Hedman. Goes to the corner and he'll pick it up. He'll dump it all the way down, and will it be enough for icing? It will. Icing call against Tampa. Let's see this replay here as Hedman did a good job there getting his stick in the lane. As Achari tried to get that in front for O'Reilly. And then, yeah, there's a block there by him. A good shift there by Hedman, but he has to stay out there as it was icing. Matthews will win the draw. Here's Nylander. The Shen shot, and that gets gloved by Vasilevsky. No one in his eyes there. As Stamkos did a good job blocking him by blocking Matthews out. So a little bit of a change here by the Lightning, as they had some guys out there for a long time. Matthews' line still staying out there, of course, as they've only been out there for a little bit. Jarnkrok will take the draw this time around against Cirelli. Jarnkrok loses that draw. Nylander's a good job for a second getting on that puck, but the Lightning were able to get away from him. And here's Brandon Hagel with a lot of speed, stops up for a second, trying to find Cirelli, misses him, but Killorn will pick it up. Back to the point. Oh, and a lead pass. Here's Nylander, can't quite handle it. As it went off his skate, went off his stick, and he couldn't quite grab a hold of it. Matthews does a good job stealing the puck out front. Gets blocked away. Jarnkrok throws the body. Matthews throwing the body as well. Matthews comes away with the puck out front. Riley shoots, and that just goes wide, and Nylander's knocked down. He gets back up, though. Riley to Nylander. Nylander behind the net out front. Ooh, almost able to find Matthews. Unable to come out front fully, though. I think it went off a skate. He kind of duped everyone there, but it just didn't work. Cirelli with the shot. That goes wide. Now Aston Reese trying to go the other way. Zach Aston Reese with Lafferty. Can't quite find him, and that puck will come out. Now the Lightning go the other way. Here's Nick Paul. He'll just dump it in. Giordano on it. Getting pressured by Paul. His dump goes off the glass and gets into the Lightning's end, but they're right back here. Fast play here in the second. Cole dumps it in. Giordano over to Justin Hall, who gets it up ahead. Deflects off a couple of skates, but it gets out. Now Bogosian on it. Bogosian up ahead. Here's Asamont with a lot of speed. Asamont shoots and scores. Samsonov. Oh, Sammy. Oh, Sammy. Asamont's first career playoff goal. It's Bogosian with the pass to Asamont, who has a little bit of speed. Justin Hall turns the wrong way, but that is a shot that should never get past Samsonov. He just puts it right through the legs of Samsonov. Wow, that's a bad goal. That's one of those goals that I don't want to say it, but that's one of those goals that the Leafs have seen go against them quite a few times in series past. And a hit there by Matthew Knies. That's a good one. Try and get the crowd going here as the Leafs need to answer quickly, just like the Lightning did. Here's Jake McCabe. Long pass up ahead. Matthew Knies tries to get around Perbix, unable to do so. That puck goes back to Perbix. Now the Lightning will get out here. That gets blocked there in front, and now here's Tavares. Comes in, and Hedman knocks that puck away. That puck gets lifted up into the air. God, that's such a demoralizing goal. That should go in 0 out of 10 times. And the worst part about it is Samsonov thought that maybe there would be someone over to his left, but there was no one there. Like, he thought he would have to maybe push over. Now Stamkos with a shot, and that goes wide. And a rebound opportunity gets blocked in front. Radis with a blast goes high. Here's Stamkos again, back for Radish. In deep for Kucherov, who comes out high. Kucherov with a shot, deflected. And Matthews can't clear. And that shot gets blocked, and luckily goes off a leg and comes out, and that'll be an offside call against the Lightning. Just like, it's like, I understand why people would blame Justin Hall there. It's not a good defensive play by him, because he turns to his left there, which gives Eyssimont a lot more room. And Hall kind of has to recover there, but it's a goal that shouldn't go in. Like, just straight up. That goal should never go in. So whether you want to blame Hall or Samsonov, I think you can probably blame both. Here's O'Reilly. Gets it over to Shen, who will play it up ahead. He's battling for it. Gets knocked out of mid-air there, and it goes up and out of play. And that play will just be, or that face-off will be just outside of the Lightning zone. Dude. Like, just think of how many demoralizing goals that the Leafs have had throughout, like, the past few seasons. Like, there was that short-handed one against Montreal where, I forget who the player was, but he just one-handed it over Jack Campbell. There's been quite a few against Freddie Anderson where it's from the side of the net and it just shouldn't go in. And that's another one there. So the Leafs need to regroup here, recover. Samsonov needs to just shrug that off. And the Leafs need to as well. Man, that's just such a disappointing goal. And unfortunately, the Leafs couldn't capitalize as quickly as the Lightning did against, or after that Leafs first goal. But obviously, you know, the Leafs still aren't out of it yet. It's only a 1-goal game, and of course, we saw last game. 1 goal isn't too hard to come back from. So hopefully the Leafs can do that here. But man, it's just, and Justin Hall didn't look good on either goal either. Justin Hall obviously missing his check on the first goal and getting turnstiled on that one. All right. Let's see here. So it's a face-off right outside of the Lightning blue line. Chari, O'Reilly, Kerfoot, against, I think that was that Nick Paul, if I'm not mistaken, and Hagel. The Lightning are 1-3 in series records when trailing 3-1. Play in the neutral zone here. Leafs will come out with it. Riley to Schenn. And he'll dump it in. Leafs go after it. One thing that the Lightning have done is stop the Leafs' entries pretty well. Samsonov has to play that quickly to Riley, who plays it up ahead. Ooh, it gets deflected, actually, so it didn't go anywhere. But Schenn will be able to clear it. It's an icing call against the Leafs, though. But the Lightning have done a very good job stopping the Leafs' entry, and that was, one thing that the Leafs really do like to use is their possession. When entering the zone, they don't like dumping it in too much, and that's something that they've had to do almost all throughout the series here. And that draw will be redone. Stamkos gets waived. Leafs done a little bit better of a job at the faceoffs this time. 59% won. And they'll get another one here as that puck gets tipped out to center. Stamkos moves up ahead, stops back for Kucherov, back for Stamkos, who just falls all on his own. But he'll play the puck in anyways. Now the Leafs come out here. Up ahead for Acciari. A little bit of room here. Noel Acciari, centering pass. A good job by Radish. Getting down, stopping that centering pass to Austin Matthews. Man, if Acciari could have got that through, that would have been huge. Here's Brody to Nylander. Nylander will dump it in. Matthews looking for it. It comes to Hedman here. Hedman gets bumped a little bit, but comes free for Cirelli here with a little bit of a break. Cirelli stops up, shoots, rebound. Oh, and that gets played wide. Killorn, who had a wide open net, just missed it. Oh, and now that pass to Nylander gets intercepted. Killorn again to Hagel. That gets shot wide. Perbix to Killorn. Back for Hagel. Shot by Hedman. Fans on it. And now a lead pass to Nylander. And he can't handle that pass again. That's the second time this game. Oh, here's Tavares. To Marner. Holds. Oh, and no shot. He couldn't get it away as he was hooked. Here's Giordano. And that gets deflected. Here's Marner again, holding on to it. Marner makes a nice move around Hagel. Puts it in deep. Here's Justin Holl. Back to the point for Giordano. Matthew Knies makes a move. Shoots. Stopped by Vasilevsky. Here's Giordano again. To Marner. In deep for Hall. Hall shoots. Oh, and it's in front, and no one could find it. Justin Holl will grab it again. Back for Giordano. Here's Mitch Marner. Holds. Moves. And he can't get that backhand shot, and now it's a 2-on-1 for the Lightning. Nick Paul. Braden Point. Paul. Stop there. It's actually Asimont there, not Point. And now Justin Holl coming up here. Drops it off for Matthews, who will just wrap it around for Matthew Knies. Knies can't quite find the puck, and that'll go back for Ian Cole. Cole lead pass there. Maroon will just tip it in. Yarncroke gets bumped. And Bogosian will come up with it. Leafs with some pressure there, but unable to find a goal. See if they can continue that here. Bogosian will shoot it in, and it gets gloved by Samsonov, and he'll just hold on to it. Take the whistle. Hey, Rick. It's going good. It's good to hear that yours is going good as well. Yeah, here's the Killorn shot that goes right through the legs of Samsonov, but comes out the other side. And a shot from Hagel goes off the post. And here's Nick Paul coming in. And that gets stopped by Samsonov as well. They're showing some chances there from the Lightning that they couldn't quite capitalize on. The Leafs had quite a few there as well that they did not show. I'm going to go quickly get a refill on my drink as we have a commercial break. I'll be right back. Well, I couldn't quite refill it to full. Did not have enough ginger ale, but I filled it as much as I could. By the way, I just found out that the person that got rid of my favorite teams in his 32 NHL made a community post saying that he denied giving me COVID death threats and also denied calling me the N-word. That's, that guy just, he sounds like he sucks. A lot. I'm really sorry to hear that, Rick. I feel bad for you. The guy just sounds awful. The Leafs here will win the draw, and TJ Brodie will clear it up ahead on goal for Vasilevsky as Brodie was trying to find Kerfoot there. Here's Kerfoot. He'll bring it in. Passes it back to the point. McCabe doesn't get a shot away. He'll just wrap it around. Back for Kerfoot. Kerfoot goes off his skate there, and oh, a great play by Sergachev to dive and knock that puck away from Achari. As Achari almost had a shot there. Now that puck played ahead. O'Reilly can't hold on to it. Now a pass out front gets deflected off his skate, goes into the corner. Here's Ian Cole. Bogosian down low. Now Kerfoot will... Oh, Kerfoot! Oh, Kerfoot! Just completely clears the puck over the glass, and it's not even close. Buddy, no. This is such an important penalty kill for the Leafs. This is so important. Kerfoot all alone here, and just Stamkos with a little bit of pressure. Kerfoot cannot believe it. Kerfoot just cannot believe he threw it over the glass, and this is one of those moments. I don't remember exactly which series it was, but it's similar to Mitch Marner in his own zone on a penalty kill, throwing the puck over the glass, and it was a bad puck over the glass penalty. Leafs are able to clear it off the draw here. They need to kill this one. You need to show that this is not the Leafs of the past. This is a different team. And that will be an icing call against the Lightning. This is a different Leafs team. Do not choke this. So it's a defensive zone draw here for the Leafs. Have to take it, and he loses it. Now here's Stamkos. Gets that taken over. Oh no, sorry, it was Sergachev who have that stolen away from him. And the Leafs will send him back. Now Kucherov brings it out. Gets it to Braden Point with a lot of speed. Hands it off for Stamkos, who will wrap it back around for Kucherov. That's played in. You got to get it out here, Hall. Hall pressured. Unable to do so. Centering pass goes right to Jarnkrok, and he will clear it. A minute left. Oh, I just realized I was muted. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I was muted. I forgot to unmute myself after I blew my nose. The lead pass there. The power play is done, by the way. Basically, what I was saying was that I had something in my nose that for some reason I can't get out, and then the Leafs had a great penalty kill here. Huge pressure. McCabe with the opportunity, couldn't find Kampf in front, and they killed off about 40 seconds in the offensive zone against the Lightning, and the Leafs will officially kill off the penalty here. Although they did they ice it? I'm not quite. I don't remember. I'll be honest with you. Leafs lose the draw, and now here's McCabe. He'll just dump it in, and now the Leafs will get a change here. So they kill off a very important penalty. Now here's Kucherov, brings it in, goes wide, pass out front, shot, and that gets blocked. I don't know by who, but now here's Nylander with an opportunity. Unable to kind of stop up there. A pass out front, can't convert, and it was Matthew Knies with the huge block. He crawls to the bench. It was a massive block by Matthew Knies. Now a lead pass there, can't find Matthews. Here's John Tavares. I'm worried that my mic is still muted, but it's not. Tavares in. Makes a move. Oh! And he just puts it high. As Tavares made a nice move on that Lightning defenseman. So here's the block by Knies. And yeah, it's just right off the ankle. A huge block by him. Tavares the other way. Just dekes out Hedman and puts it high. By the way, in that post that he claimed Eric Payton was the one who gave me the death threat, called me the racist word. But we should know that Eric Payton is old news at this point. I don't know who that is, but yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, Rick. Feel bad for you, man. I swear if the Leafs blow this, it's only a 1-goal game. And the Leafs just had a really, really good penalty kill there. Really good penalty kill where they spent a lot of time in the offensive zone. Hopefully they can use that momentum. But I mean, the thing is I don't think that I don't think too many penalties are going to be called here in the next period and a bit. The only ones I think they're going to call are the ones that they have to, like that puck over the glass penalty. I mean, there's been multiple calls both ways that they could have made. I I think Brody caught a high stick at one point. I forget who it was, but there was a Lightning player that was tripped. There's been quite a few. But we'll see. I mean, like I said, it's only a 1-goal game. And there's 5 minutes left to go in the second period here. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Matthew Knies is still on the bench, which is a good sign. Looks like maybe he just got a stinger there, as Jarnkrok is going to take this draw again against Cirelli. See who wins it. The battle draw, and it comes back for Perbix, so Cirelli will win that. And here's Hagel, dumps it in. Battling for it against Schenn. Puck comes loose. Goes back to the point. Here's Perbix, shot. And that's stopped. And will be an offensive zone draw here for the Lightning. Post was filled with stupidity. I mean, from what you told me about the guy, that's not very surprising. Not very surprising at all. Leafs. Defensive zone draw here. Cirelli's out there. The fourth line out there for the Leafs. The third line versus fourth line. Lafferty has to take the draw. Lafferty will win it back. Good job by Lafferty there, as Kampf was kicked out. Ooh, Hedman with a huge hit on Kampf. He gets back up, but Cirelli will shoot. Blockered away by Samsonov. David Kampf will play it back, though. Here's Schenn. Ooh, a reverse pass there. Made a weird bounce off the boards, but Riley will still take it anyways. Now lead pass to Zach Aston-Reese. Can't find Kampf in front, as he'll wrap that puck around. Maroon battling with Brody. Lafferty there as well. Lafferty will hold the puck in the zone. It hits Kampf in the face. And Corey Perry will gather that up. I don't think Kampf was expecting that. Belmar dumps it in. Samsonov will play it to Brody, who will get it right back for McCabe, who doesn't handle it quite properly here. Kucherov forechecking. Gets it up to Marner. Mitch Marner bringing it up here. Holds up. Here's Brody. And Marner gets tripped up. No call on the play. And now it's a 2-on-2 for Kucherov and Stamkos. Stamkos in. Over. Shot off the post. And that gets cleared away. And Marner almost able to grab that one and have a little bit of a break, unable to fully do so. Now Radish comes in. Darren Radish gets knocked. He comes out front, too, and a pass to point. Stopped there by Samsonov on the short side. Marner wraps it all the way around, and that will be not enough for icing. Sergachev gets there first. Ref, you suck chance in the crowd. Now it's a feed for Kucherov, who shoots it. Goes high above the net. Stamkos is there. Steven Stamkos calms the puck down. Gets it to Kucherov, who shoots. Stopped. Rebound. And that goes wide. Pass back to the point. Here's Sergachev. And that, a fortunate bounce for Brody for a second. And Marner will be able to clear it. Oh, how is that not offside? Holy smokes. Marner's furious here about the non-tripping call. Like I said, they're not calling anything. Let's see here. Yeah, Cole just gets the stick right into the feet of Marner. I mean, he's not even in the play at all. And the puck goes the other way and off the post. Like, that almost cost the Leafs a goal there. That non-call. And that's the thing that I hate about the postseason here, is them just letting, Matthew Knies is going off into the dressing room. You don't like to see that. As you see a couple of Leaf players, Wayne Simmons, Bunting, Matt Murray, and Jake Muzzin there as well. But that's the thing that I hate about playoffs, and the refs just letting everything go is they don't want to affect the game. But when you don't make calls like that, it does affect the game. Like a Leaf player gets tripped up in the Tampa zone, puck goes the other way, and Tampa almost scores because of it. Them not calling penalties directly affects the game, and for some reason they can't get that through their head. I don't know what it is. It's an icing call against the Leafs. Shots are 24-14. So it's that first line coming out there for the Lightning. The David Kampf line, fourth line out there. Oh, it's actually Kampf, Kerfoot, and looks like a Chari, so it's a little bit of a third line mix here. Giordano will grab a hold of the puck and he'll lob a puck. Oh, they tagged up there. Come on. Now a lead pass there for Point, and they call that offside. So here's Matthew Knies with the block. It's a pretty big block on Radish's blast. Yeah, and that hurt him quite a bit, and did not take another shift after that. Goes to the dressing room. Hopefully he comes back for the third, because Matthew Knies has been pretty damn good. I have really liked Matthew Knies' game so far. And that linesman's legs there got in the way, so Matthews couldn't win the draw. So with Matthew Knies being out there, at least we'll have to use that blender that they've used actually quite well. Here's Nylander with the puck, bringing it in, shoots, and knocked away. It looks like he was trying to bounce it off Vasilevsky's pads. Unable to really get it to Jarnkrok. Centering pass. Luke Schenn shoots. Rebound. Oh, it's not in. Oh, I thought that went wide of the net. It came out in front. Man, I thought the puck went wide of the net. It actually came out in front. Now that puck, that dump in goes up and out of play. Let's see. I want to see this again. So it's Nylander battling. A centering pass misses Hagel. Goes to Schenn, who shoots it. And it goes to the side of the net. Oh, and it's Radish who has it for a second. Nylander pokes at it, which that makes it so it goes to the front of the net. Jeez. Shots this period 10-6 for the Lightning. Here's TJ Brodie. He'll play it back there for Jake McCabe, who'll dump it in. Goes around. O'Reilly out there with Marner and Tavares. They have that blender out there. Marner with a hit. You don't see that too often. And let's see if the Leafs can keep it in here. They're unable to do so, but Marner will take it at center ice, and O'Reilly will play it back so the Leafs can regroup here. Here's TJ Brodie. Up ahead for O'Reilly. O'Reilly in. Back to the point. Brodie holds over to McCabe. Here's David Kampf. Pass back to Brodie in deep for O'Reilly. Didn't quite get to him. Oh, and Brodie doesn't have a stick. Ooh, as that play went back into the Leafs zone, Brodie no stick. Bellemare forechecking. The Leafs need to get this out. Make it so they can get a change on the defense and get a guy out there who actually has a stick. Now it's Giordano out there in replacement for Brodie. 40 seconds left to go in the period here. Giordano battling for it against the boards. Matthews is there as well. Maroon with Bellemare. Corey Perry's in deep. It's 30 seconds left. It's just being pinned up against the boards here. They're trying to free it loose. Now that comes loose for David Kampf, who'll bring it up. And he tried to get it over to Tavares. It missed him, but he's able to poke it loose for a second. Sergachev will get that, move it over to Perry, and it comes back out to center. Actually goes all the way down. Samsonov out to play it. I feel like that could have been icing if Samsonov didn't play it, but oh, and Maroon with a huge hit. Oh, Matthews and Maroon are kind of going at it here. And Sergachev jumps on top of Matthews, who got hit by Maroon there at the end of the period. Oh, it's Gio, who's down. Let's see. Okay, it looks like they're calling a penalty on Maroon here. At the end of the period, Maroon is going to get a penalty. Giordano still down on one knee. Yeah, Giordano, he sees... Oh my god, yeah. Maroon sees numbers the entire way and hits him right on the back up into the boards there. And yeah, Giordano went down pretty hard. So the Leafs will start the third period on the power play. Giordano is going off on his own. Maroon is not happy with the call. So it looks like it's just a minor penalty for roughing. So no 5 minutes or anything like that. As, yeah, Maroon just gets the numbers of Giordano. Sheldon Keefe. Not too happy. He's getting clarification with the ref here. I wonder if he's talking. Yeah, he doesn't like the only 2 minutes. I'm not sure if he's not happy because he thought he should be a 5, or if he's not happy because Sergachev kind of came in pretty late there. So that will do it for the second period. The Leafs will start the third on the power play. But they are down by 1 and they need a goal. Need one pretty darn bad. We'll see if they're able to grab one on that power play. Going to go back to watching that Rangers Devils game as the Rangers are up 2-0 at home. Devils are at home and they're up 2-0. Rare in this series as the home teams are seemingly losing a lot of those games. I'll put on some music here while we watch the Devils Rangers game. So it's 2-0 for the Rangers. We'll also put on that ESPN clock. There you go. We'll check. So shots are 13-17. We'll take that away. Shots are 13-17 in favor of the Devils. Rangers with some offensive zone time here. Lindgren walks around his man. Nice pass over to Tarasenko, who couldn't find that short side. Now a shot by Bastion stopped. Rebound. There's a loose puck there in the slot. Shot. Oh, and that's put wide by Graves. Graves with an opportunity there to put the Devils up by 3, unable to do so. Now that puck goes along the boards. Squirts free for the Rangers as Trocheck there will go back. Here's Chris Kreider, who has, 5 goals in the series? 4 of them on the power play, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, a nice move by Zibanejad in the neutral zone. Able to get it in deep. Goes after it. Now here's Hischier. Nico Hischier. Able to get it out. And oh, Jesper Bratt with a little bit of a break. Can't quite jump on it. But he still has it. Oh, a pass in front gets knocked away. Who's 77 on the Rangers? I don't know why I don't know that number there. Let me take a look here. I feel like I should know 77 on the Rangers, but I don't. Hold on. Rangers numbers. Let's take a look here. 77 is Niko Mikkola. Alright, maybe I wouldn't have known that. I mean, I've heard of Mikkola, but definitely would not have heard of that. Or, like, definitely would not have known that, I should say. That is for sure. 9 minutes left to go in the second period for the Rangers Devils. That comes back to the point and a shot. Knocked away. And Miller can't hold the line. Almost gets a stick lifted there. That was close. Siegenthaler up ahead. It's tipped in. Devils will make a quick change here as the Rangers will go back in their own zone. Here's Hedel. Moves in. Nice pass to Lafreniere, who just couldn't quite handle it. Hopped over him. There's a battle along the boards. Kicked loose by Boqvist. And that will come out of the Devil zone. Trouba trying to get on that. Able to just knock it up ahead. Big hit there on Boqvist. And the Devils... Ooh, a lead pass there. Once again, I'm not quite too sure who 91 is on the Devils. I don't know everybody's number on these teams here. I'm sure if I knew them, or I'm sure if I saw their names, like I would know them, but I'm just not quite familiar with everybody's names. Or everybody's numbers, I should say, sorry. Pass up ahead. Ooh, a big hit on VC by 88. You know, I'm pulling up Daily Face-Off here. Let's pull up Daily Face-Off. Okay, let's see. Let's go Devils and Rangers. There we go. So 88, Kevin Ball. Oh, and a fight here. Gaudreau and Ball. Speaking of, no one's grabbed a hold of each other yet. Now they do. And they're just spinning around for a moment here. Right shot there by Ball. Gaudreau with a shot there. They're just trying to get position here. Right by Ball. Couple of rights by Gaudreau. He falls to the ice. Gets back up. A left from Ball. Gaudreau. And that'll do it for the fight. They were mostly tied up, so it wasn't really too great of a fight, to be completely honest, but good sport for each. Let's see here. Those, yeah, 88 was Ball. Who else was I trying to figure out here? 91 is Mercer. Not quite too sure who I was missing. Either way. So we got two fighting majors there in that game. What I'm actually going to do here. Let's see, is this going to go to commercial break? I'm not quite too sure if it is or not. So I might do some hurdle I've done in the past. Yeah. So it looks like we are going to commercial break, so I'm going to do some hurdle here. Which if you guys have not seen me play it yet. Basically, it is, I mean, it's like Wordle, in a way. As we'll move over, there we go. F11, there we go. So, I mean, basically you get a silhouette of a player and you have to guess them. So... very round. I'll say that. A long neck. I mean, long neck, I always think Engvall. I don't think that's him, though. Yeah, so he's not I didn't get anything right here, so obviously that means he's in the Western Conference there. He's older than 26 and has a higher number than 18, not Swedish. So let's see here. And he's not a left winger either, so let's maybe go a goalie. I mean, I don't think it's Gibson, but we'll say Gibson anyways. So in the West, not in the Pacific, and is not a goalie. So let's say a defenseman in the Central Division. We can go with who's older than 29. I mean, I don't think it's Yossi, but we'll say Yossi. So he's 33 years old. Not a defenseman, so like a centerman in the Central, higher than 59. Higher than 59, either a centerman or a right winger. Higher than 59. Not on Nashville. I mean, it's not going to be McKinnon, but we'll say McKinnon. Oh my god, I cannot spell McKinnon, apparently. Oh yeah, McKinnon's not 33. It was not a Canadian either. It's good news. So it's a right winger. Here's my issue is I don't... I don't always remember who's a left winger and a right winger. I just remember that they're on a wing. A dot annoys me. I will say that. Even though it really doesn't matter at all, the dot annoys me. Okay, so not on Colorado, not on Nashville. Let's say a Winnipeg player. It's not going to be Scheifele. I think isn't Wheeler's number like, isn't that 59? I mean, we're going to say Wheeler. I don't think it's Wheeler, though. Oh, no, it's not even close. It's 26. It's Wheeler's number. So it's not on Winnipeg. Not Colorado. A Dallas player. Say Ben. Is Ben even a right winger? No, he's a left winger. It is on Dallas, though. So a Dallas winger. I think Pavelski is a centerman, if I'm not mistaken. And also he's from the U.S. Not Robertson. Not Sagan. I don't know Dallas's forward group that well. I don't know their forward group that well. I have two more guesses. So an older player on Dallas. He's going to be like 34, I guess. And his number's pretty high. I mean, I don't think it is Pavelski. Yeah, I was going to say Pavelski's a centerman, is he not? Also, yeah, his number isn't that high. It's 16. And I already said it's not going to be him because he's not from the USA. I don't know Dallas's forward group well enough. I'll probably know who this is, but I just can't off memory. That's like my only issue with this game is like just off memory. I don't like know people's lines that well, but I'm sure if I'm sure once it comes up, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I know that guy. I mean, especially because he's like 35. Yeah, he's gonna be like 35 or 34. Come on, just guess someone, Landon. Anyone. Just guess a player, man. Yeah, I'm giving up. I'm gonna say it's Sagan. Dadonov. I do know Dadonov. I do know him. That is a player that I know. I'll be honest though, I don't know why I forgot Dadonov was traded to Dallas, but I did. Even though I think I watched him play last night anyways, but that's just me for you. Completely forgot about Dadonov. But yeah, I'm not very good at that game, which is unfortunate. I do very much like it a lot. I think it's very fun. But I'm pretty bad at it, just because like I always just forget those, like, outside of the big name guys. I don't know, for some reason they just don't come to immediate my immediate mind, and why I usually forget them. When did the Devils score another goal? Okay, apparently the Devils scored another goal. They're up 3-0. Interesting. Alright, well. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to do this. And we'll do this. And that. There we go. And this. So Devils are up 3-0. They only have 20 shots on goal. So Shesterkin's numbers aren't looking too hot, to be honest. Well, Mikkola in his own zone tries to get up ahead, but that player was changing. I don't think he realized that. So the player went off, and that'll be an icing call against the Rangers. 4:32 left to go. Devils up 3-0. Vanajad with a quick shot there. It's blocked. Oh no, I thought that was blocked in front, but Schmid actually made the save. Went right through Siegenthaler's skate and leg. Literally went through the only spot that it could. Marino up ahead. Ooh, just misses Hischier there. Akira Schmid, 75 saves this season. Oh, this series, sorry. 2 goals allowed. I was going to say, this season, really? Only 75? But 75 saves this series and only 2 goals allowed. That's, I mean, this is his 3rd game, but... And I know you could... I mean, I guess you could probably say... I bet Shesterkin's stats through the first 2 games were pretty similar, considering that he also only gave up 2 goals to the first 2 games. I don't know how many saves he had, but the lead pass for Hischier finds him. He's waiting for some help here and plays it over to an open wing. Fox is there first, and he'll jump on that puck. Adam Fox. Gets it up ahead there. Now over to Tarasenko, who has to go back, and Lindgren goes into his own zone. Schmid, 18 saves tonight so far. You know, if you're the Devils, you can't be too happy with a 3-0 lead. You still got to be careful. So we've seen 2 nights in a row. Was it 2 nights in a row? Well, I guess it didn't happen the last 2 nights. Oh, a huge stop by Shesterkin with the glove on Timo Meier. Wow, what a save by Shesterkin there to keep the Rangers in it. And he's talking to the bench too. A backhand opportunity, and Shesterkin flashes the leather there. But we saw 2 days in a row with the Kings and Oilers, where the Oilers came back from a 3-0 deficit, although that was in the first period. And then the Leafs the next night from a 4-1 deficit, and that was in the 3rd. So that's a huge save from Shesterkin there to keep the Rangers in it. Make it so still possible for them to come back. As I think we're probably getting started up with our with the Leaf games again. Looks like the Leafs game, I think, is starting up here once again, possibly. We'll see. Maybe. There is a commercials back on, which usually means we're pretty close to the start time. Let's see here. Showing some of the highlights here. Riley with the goal, of course. And the Lightning come roaring right back. Cirelli gets gets it. Sheldon Keefe not too happy. There's Maroon at the end of the period. Matthews getting into it there with Maroon. That's actually that's probably the best outcome there for Matthews, is he gets a little bit of that pushing and shoving, but he doesn't actually have to fight Maroon. And I love Matthews, but yeah, I don't think Maroon's the type of guy that you want to fight. And there is Matthew Knies returning back. And there's some yellow... the yellow hoodie guys are there. So if you guys don't remember, in game 2 of the series, Maroon was in the box and he was yapping to some fan with a yellow hoodie, and there's now 2 guys with yellow hoodies there. That is hilarious. I don't know if it's the same guy or not. I'm not quite too certain. But that is very funny that there's now 2 guys with the yellow sweaters. Here are the Leafs in. Pass across, just doesn't quite find Tavares. Ooh, I gotta change my everything here. Hold on. So we're in the third period now. Here's Mitch Marner gathering it up and across the line. Here's O'Reilly, who'll get it back to the point. John Tavares here on the left wing. He just plays it into Vasilevsky. He doesn't glove it. A rebound. It's still loose. Tavares shot. Oh, and stopped there. And now it's a lead pass here for Killorn. Riley has to get back. Alex Killorn. And then Riley does a good job stopping that. Alex Killorn to Radish. And that's a glove save. Rebound. And it's stopped. Here's Radish again. Centering pass, and O'Reilly will stop that. Holy smokes. I thought Vasilevsky would easily glove that puck down. He did not, and that caused a whole lot of just chaos there in front of the Lightning net, and it came back obviously to the Leafs side as well. Matthews kind of gets knocked down there, looks a little bit uncomfortable. Here's Cirelli on the attack, a 3-on-1 shot, rebound, and that gets cleared by TJ Brody. There was almost a 3-on-1 on the power play on the penalty kill for the Lightning. I don't know how that happened. Now the Leafs come in. Nylander at the line. Can't quite break through, and Leafs will go back. That does it for the power play. So both power plays have been almost the exact same. Where in the Leafs' first power play, they dominated, unable to find the back of the net. Same thing with Tampa. The second power play for Tampa, they had a lot of shorthanded opportunities against them. It looks like Giordano is coming back to the Leaf bench here, which is a good sign there. But the second power play for the Lightning, was not good. It was really bad, and the Leafs had a lot of shorthanded opportunities. Same thing there for the Leafs, where the Lightning had a lot of shorthanded opportunities. So, mirroring power plays here in Game 5. Leafs are still down 2-1. 17 minutes to go. They have 1 goal to come back from. And we saw, of course, last game where they came back down from 3. Here's Morgan Riley, feeds it up ahead for Aston Reese. Aston Reese into the Lightning zone. And that dump-in goes right off of the face of Victor Hedman and up and out of play. So here's Tavares, who throws it towards the front of the net. I don't know how Vasilevsky doesn't glove that down, but he can't grab a hold of it. And Tavares with the shot, I think, is blocked in front. His second opportunity stopped by Vasilevsky. And then Riley blocks that shot on the penalty kill against Radish. And it looks like it hit his thumb, which is why he was kind of injured a little bit there. But Riley came right back out, so he should be okay. Here's Victor Hedman. Plays it up ahead, and his man was knocked down. Oh, Samsonov went to go play the puck, dropped his stick, and had to jump on it quickly there. That's Sammy. So that long pass there gets tipped by Hagel, and Samsonov goes to play it, and I don't know what happens with his stick. He just... Okay, so he tries to go up on his stick so he gets more, because he was kind of choked up on his stick, and he tried to go back to have, you know, the more room with it, and just completely whiffed on it. Lost control of his stick. That's an offensive zone draw here. Here's Pat Maroon. Back to the point there for Perbix, who missed it. Now let's see if Knights can catch up to it, but Vasilevsky is there first. Edman back over to Perbix. Long pass up ahead. Intercepted by Mark Giordano. So the two Leafs who were kind of injured back on the ice there. Long shot on Vasilevsky. Gloves it down, plays it, so there's no whistle. No, it goes back for Giordano. Up ahead. Nice in for Matthews, who gets knocked down, and that puck goes right to the front, and now is played up for Cirelli. Here's Cirelli, dumps it in. Hit hard by Justin Hall, but puck comes back to the point. Here's Killorn again. Alex Killorn, who had a really good Game 4, scoring 2 goals. His first goals in 29 playoff games. Now Marner up ahead for Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews trying to find the lane, and he couldn't quite wrap that around. Still battling for the puck. William Nylander there as well. And that will get reversed to Sergachev, sorry. Sergachev will play it up ahead. Leafs making a change here. Riley knocks that puck down and plays it up ahead. Here's Mitch Marner, who will dump it in. Now that puck gets airmailed back to the Leaf zone. Morgan Riley. John Tavares, who fans on that pass, but Marner will chip it up ahead. Zach Bogosian's on it first. Bogosian goes around, gets it up ahead. Here's Stamkos, who shoots, and that goes wide. And now breakaway here. Mitch Marner stopped by Vasilevsky. A lead pass for Mitch Marner. I didn't even see that he was up there. And Marner is stopped by Vasilevsky on the breakaway. Now Asamont dodges the check of Riley, still on the puck here. Now Riley will play it up. Gets knocked down by Nick Paul. Paul shot and goes off the stick of Riley and goes up and out of play. So it's a lead pass there by John Tavares. Right off the board said Mitch Marner on the tape and just gets blockered. Yeah, Marner knew that the puck was coming to him, and yeah, it's a good save by Vasilevsky, standing strong against Mitch Marner there. I honestly think I would have liked to see him make a move there instead of just straight up shooting, but I mean, he's the hockey player, I'm not. There's a reason for that, and Asamont will go outside here. We'll get another whistle. .11 left to go in the third period here. The Leafs are down by 1. They need to rally back here. Now that draws one over to Hedman, who will dump it in. Luke Schenn over to Riley. That puck goes off a stick and up and out of play. The Leafs will have to take a defensive zone draw here. Oh, man. Come on, Leafs. Come on, boys. Good, I can't do this again. Just come back, please. Here's Perbix. This is around to Asamont. Asamont back for Perbix. Ooh, and a short side shot there. Stopped by Samsonov. Achari out. Gets it up ahead for O'Reilly. Knocked out of mid-air. Now that puck goes all the way around. Giordano pinching here in deep. Gets it for O'Reilly. O'Reilly gets tripped up. How is that not a call, man? Man, like, I know they're not calling anything, but like, Jesus. I gotta let that shit go. They're not gonna call anything. I gotta let it go. Now Giordano in. Giordano does a good job killing some time while the Leafs are changing here. And Perbix will get it up ahead for Hagel. Brandon Hagel makes a move on Jarnkrok. Pass across. Here's Killorn. Stopped by Samsonov. Now here's William Nylander. Careful, buddy. Passes up ahead. Justin Holl over to Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews driving wide. Pass out front, and he was looking to go off the pad and missed everything and went on to the other side. Now here's Alex Killorn just trying to get it out, and he does. Goes all the way back into the Leafs zone. Here's Jake McCabe. Pressured by Hagel. Ooh, McCabe with a ton of speed into the Lightning end. In behind the net, battling for it. Now, Kucherov will gather that puck behind his net. The Leafs will make a change here. Same thing for the Lightning. Sergachev up ahead. Good drop pass for Radish. Sergachev again. He'll dump it in. Riley will play it up ahead for Knies. A 3-on-2 for the Leafs here. Matthew Knies to Tavares. Out front. Oh, that just went wide. As Marner got the second opportunity there, the Lightning defenseman came back, but it was turned over. Now Stamkos, glove down by Samsonov. Ugh. Matthew Knies coming in here. A good pass to Tavares, who just holds. Vasilevsky makes a good play there, blocking the pass in front, and the defenseman there gathered up the puck afterwards. They didn't show that full clip there, but Marner got a second opportunity after the defenseman was there. Oh, geez. Man. Close game here for the Leafs. This is definitely the type of game that I expected for sure. Not expect anything like game 1 or 2. Those were definitely outliers there. For sure. I'm kind of shocked that we had 2 of them, to be honest. You know, I could see that 7-3 win for the Lightning, but the Leafs coming back and winning 7-2 was something else in game 2. But these last 3 games here have been a lot closer, and that's definitely what I expected out of this series here. For sure. They just need 1, man. Well, technically they need 2, but they need 1 to get back in it. Tie the game. They need 1. So they're showing the lack of offense in the series clinching games. Matthews 5 points, Marner 3, Nylander 8, Riley 3, and Tavares with 6. So like it's really like Nylander is really the guy that's showed up in those in those in those elimination games. Nylander's he's been good, man. Ooh, Lafferty kind of falls down a little bit strange there. The Lightning will dump it back in. 11:35 left to go. Here's Justin Holl. Gets it up ahead for Giordano. Lafferty tries to get it in, but it gets stopped at the line. Leafs are still offside here. They need to touch up, and they finally do, but the Lightning go the other way. Giordano on that dump in will I'll dump it right back. Now the Lightning grab possession. Radish will dump it in as he gets hit. It goes around for Giordano. Up ahead. Chari battling for it. O'Reilly's there as well. So is Giordano, who knocks it loose for Kerfoot. We'll just clear it there. Asimont wraps it around, intercept by O'Reilly. O'Reilly centering pass. Here's Kerfoot. And unable to get a shot away or anything. Gets it in deep for O'Reilly, who gets hit hard by Bogosian. Ian Cole on it. Battling with Achari. Comes free for Achari. Achari to McCabe. Oh, in front. Oh, it just deflects wide off of Ian Cole, actually. Now let's play it into Leafs zone. Leafs making a change. Lightning as well. Lead pass there. Up ahead for Jarnkrok, who shoots it on. And that's an easy save for Vasilevsky, as Hedman and Jarnkrok are talking to each other there. Chari with that pass. And, yeah, McCabe was looking for that shot pass to O'Reilly, and it went off Ian Cole and almost went in. Defensive zone draw here for the Leafs. Matthews will win it. Here's Morgan Rielly. Down low, out front, and Jarnkrok was tied up. That's a play that they've made a few times where, they'll win it clean, and Rielly will jut in on that left side, looking for a pass back out front, maybe to Nylander or Matthews. He tried Jarnkrok that time, who was in front, but he was tied up. Now, here is Luke Schenn. He'll dump it in. Vasilevsky out to play it. Turn it over, Vasi. Turn it over. He does not. He doesn't do so. Jarnkrok can't quite pry that free, and now here's that first line of the Lightning. Stamkos gets it in deep. Matthews stopping up. Gets it. Passes it up ahead for Nylander, who goes wide to McCabe. He didn't quite get that in deep, and now Jarnkrok battling for it. Leafs need to be careful here as they're trying to make a change, but Matthews will grab a hold of it, and now they'll actually make that change. Good job waiting up on that, and a shot actually goes right on Vasilevsky. I think that was supposed to be a dump in. Oh, giveaway, nice! Back from Marner, and that was intercepted. Marner gets it back. Tavares, he didn't get fully on it. Here's Tavares again on it. Battling for it. And it comes back into the neutral zone here. Tavares back in. Matthew Knies going after it here. Marner trying to find it. And that puck will come back out to center ice here. So Tampa will make that change. Giordano up ahead. Here's Lafferty. Can't quite control that puck properly as he gets hit hard into the boards by Ross Colton. Oh, now a lead pass. Misses Colton, but he's on that first. Centering pass. Oh, shot! Rebound! And they score. And it's Nick Paul that gets it. Yeah, me too, man. Bro. So it's Asimont who just dumps it in. Colton's on that first, and he centers it. It goes off a few skates, and how did Samsonov get turned around like that? Samsonov gets caught with Kampf, and it goes in. Bro. I feel like there's been a few times where Samsonov has just been turned around, and I know that's not really particularly on him on that one. He gets caught with David Kampf, but on that second goal, he was turned around in his net. I feel like there's been another goal this series where that's happened. Kerfoot trying to turn the tides here. The puck stays in. Now here's O'Reilly. Pass back to the point. Schenn. Morgan Rielly shoots. That goes wide. Come on, boys. Get it back here. You got to get it back here, and you got to get it back quickly. Morgan Rielly gets it in for O'Reilly. Battling for it with Achari as well. Comes loose for Kerfoot. Urfa to O'Reilly. Chari after it as well. Now Asimont will clear it. Oh no, he doesn't. O'Reilly keeps it in. Now that comes on the other side here, and now the Lightning will get it out. Urfa trying to get onto it here. Puck comes free. And Leafs will make a change. Oh, Achari's getting tied up at the bench here. They're not calling it as McCabe will come in. McCabe gets his stick held there. And that will go all the way around, and it'll be an icing call against the Lightning here. Yeah, they're only going to call murder. Okay, for some reason my game has gone to a Boston-Florida game. There we go. Now we're back. Whatever, I guess. So Matthews Nylander out there with Marner. An icing call against the Lightning. Let's see if the Leafs can capitalize. Marner can't quite come up with it off the draw here. O'Reilly keeps it in. Nylander can't quite continue that as it gets knocked off his stick. Riley will dump it in. Leafs are back. Forward checking here. Sergachev. Matthews can't quite cut off that pass, and that'll get cleared once again. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the third. Here's Mitch Marner. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Drop off pass to Matthews. Matthews in. Makes a nice move. Nylander back for Matthews. Wraps it around for Marner. Here's McCabe. Can't find Riley, and now it's a lead pass here. McCabe's got to get back. Here's Brayden Point. Spin move. Holds up. Waits for some help. And the Leafs able to hold off there as they get back in numbers, but Lightning still have it. Here's Hedman shot. Rebound. Knocked away by the Leafs. And it's going to be an icing call. .5:34 left to go. Come on. Come on. Please don't do this to me again, man. I can't do this again. Samsonov with a good glove save there. Although he can't catch it. Knocks it down. Kucherov shot. That is stopped by Samsonov. So the Lightning lead by 2 with 5:30 left to go. You can't give up on this Leafs team. You still have a chance here. You still got time. Come back. Come on. I know they can do this. I know they can do this. They showed us last game. They can come back from this. It's not over yet. Or maybe 5 minutes, but they can score 5 goals. Or maybe, probably not 5 goals, but they can score 2 goals in these 5 minutes. I know they can. Ugh. I just don't want to do this again, man. I just don't want to wait for game 6. Or game 7. They have to win either tonight, or is it on Saturday or is it on Sunday? Stay here. Saturday. They have to win tonight or Saturday. They're going to win tonight. They're going to win tonight. They may be down by 2 with 5.5 minutes left, but they're going to win tonight. Come on. Gonna win tonight. Come on, boys. An offensive zone draw here for the Lightning. The Leafs will win it though, but it's kept in. Here's Hagel. Shot. Oh, and a weird shot there. Samsonov almost didn't stop that. Now puck goes back around. Here's Ross Colton. In deep. Nick Paul there as well. Nick Paul, backhand shot, blocked by Schenn. Matthews trying to chop it loose to Marner, who go rink cross, but here's a pinch play by Alex Killorn. Good play there. Gets hit hard by Schenn. Now the Leafs will gather it back up. That was a good job by Killorn there. Now Tavares will knock that puck loose to the neutral zone, but it goes right back in. Here's Giordano, lead pass there. Tavares can't fully hold on to it, and now there's a battle for it, and finally goes back into the Lightning zone. Sergachev will just clear it all the way down, and now it's going to be an icing call against the Lightning. Matthews coming right back out there. Come on, boys. Nylander out there as well. Marner. So it's a loaded up line here for the Leafs. Come on, guys. Come on. The Leafs pull their goalie. Samsonov off to the bench. O'Reilly, Tavares, Marner, Nylander, Matthews, and Riley out there. Marner comes up with the draw. Back to Riley. Matthews! And that goes wide. Matthews, you got to hit the net, man. Riley back on it. Marner off the post. And it comes free. And Hagel with the empty net goes for it. And it hits the post. Killorn's on that first, so it's no icing. Now Riley. 4 minutes left to go. Leafs with an empty net here. Marner in. Passes up ahead for Nylander. Centering pass. Matthews stop. And Vasilevsky will hold on. Some chances there. Marner off the post. Damn it, man. And then an opportunity for Hagel. That also goes off the side of the net. And we're going back to another commercial break. That favors the Leafs, actually. So the Leafs can rest up. They literally had all of their top guys out there. Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Tavares, O'Reilly, and Morgan Riley. They had literally all of their top guys out there. Now they can rest them up for a little bit here. I mean, do I like the goalie pull with 4 minutes left? I don't know, it's risky. Ugh. Yeah, come on, Toronto indeed, man. Ugh. If they get one quickly here, they can still tie it up. But they gotta get one quickly here. That Marner goal, or that Marner post, I should say, if that went in. Ugh. Come on. Under 4 minutes. The Leafs need 2 goals. Come on, man. Come on, man. Just that. $30 games for Nick Paul without a goal? Bro, come on. It's the second game in a row. All right. Leafs still have the goalie pulled here. Matthews will win the draw here. Nylander In deep, out front. Matthews can't hold on to that puck. Marner with a shot. Rebound. Matthews scores! Austin Matthews scores! And the Leafs are within one! Come on! 3:33 left to go. The Leafs only need one more goal to tie this game. Come on! Come on. Come on. So Matthews will put it back here to the point, and that's a quick pass to Nylander, who feeds it out front. It goes back to the point, and Marner with the shot, and Matthews just right there on the doorstep. As Tavares kind of tips that, and it goes right to Matthews. There's Matthews' mom. Here's Knies. We'll put it in deep with Camp out there as well. McCabe will knock it down. Now that pass over will be dumped in. So the Leafs are going to rest up their guys for a little bit. Samsonov is back in the net. And I'm assuming that once these top guys are back out there, which they're going to come out there pretty quickly here. Well, it's an icing call, so I'm sure that the Leafs are going to empty their net here once again as the Matthews, Tavares, Nylander line. So Matthews just does a good job going right to the front of the net, getting right in behind Victor Hedman, and Hedman just can't get on there quick enough. 3:03 left to go. And an empty net for the Leafs again. O'Reilly will take the draw against Point. Leaf fans in the building on their feet cheering on the Leafs. .303, come on. I think they're going to have the empty net thing, so I got to have this clock up here. And that puck comes back to the point for Riley. Leafs control it in deep to Nylander. Oh, out front. Sticked away. Back in for Nylander behind the net. Nylander pressured. Back to the point for Morgan Riley. Marner shot gets blocked. And now Kucherov will clear it. Riley, you got to hurry. Riley, you got to hurry. You got to hurry. And he does. And he gets back quick enough there. Now the Leafs are back in their own zone. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left to go. Kucherov pressuring Matthews. He'll pass it back for Marner. Net empty for the Leafs here. Here's Austin Matthews bringing the puck in, loses it. You got to get control again, boys. And they do. Now here's Tavares. Can't get it fully in deep. Riley makes the quick play, and that'll be an icing call. I'm okay with Riley taking that icing there, to be completely honest, because Riley was being pressured by two Lightning. Now Marner pushes Riley up ahead, and Riley does a good job getting there first. 2:14 left to go in the period. Samsonov obviously back in his net here. Sheldon Keefe talking to his guys there. So Tavares was the one to come off. Obviously, they needed to have someone come off as Samsonov goes back in the net. O'Reilly will win the draw. O'Reilly's been so good at these draws here. But now the Leafs will need to come out quickly. Samsonov back out of his net once again. Now here's Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner to Austin Matthews, who loses the puck here. He gets it right back. Matthews plays it up ahead. Riley in. David Kampf, for some reason, out there. Riley, centering pass! Oh! And Knies couldn't push it through. Now Knies battling for it. Gets sticked in the face. No call. No high sticking call there. Refs letting everything go as that puck gets cleared. 1:30 left here to go in the third. William Nylander brings it up ahead. Nylander shoots. Oh, blockered away by Vasilevsky. In deep for Nylander. Behind the net. Over to Marner, who just can't quite get control of that pass. Leafs back in here. Riley will dump it in. Tavares. Oh, front! Oh, misses everyone. Riley will play it back in. Matthews there. Battling for it. Comes loose for Stamkos, who will clear it all the way down the ice. It's not enough for icing. 48 seconds left here to go. Kucherov battling for it. Lead pass up ahead for O'Reilly. He'll dump it in. 38 seconds left to go. Matthews along the sideboards. Back to the point. Marner to Nylander. Shoots. Goes wide. Austin Matthews tries to play it out front. Riley shot. Stopped there by Vasilevsky. Now a battle in behind the boards. Comes loose for the Lightning. They'll clear it all the way down. And it's wide. It'll be an icing call. The Leafs need to get there quickly. 15.2 seconds left to go. Do you take a timeout if you're Sheldon Keefe here? His main guys are tired. Oh, Nylander does a good job getting around his man, shooting the puck, and Vasilevsky blockers it away. Leafs do take a timeout here. You know what? I'm fine with that. There's 15 seconds left. You got to get your top guys rested. You got to make up a play here. Come on. Come on. Well, let's see this high stick on Matthew Knies here as he goes for it. And yeah, Ian Cole just gets him right in the face. The ref is watching that all the way. Like, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. They're not calling anything at all. Let it go. They're only going to call murder. Let it go. .2 seconds left to go. O'Reilly, the biggest draw of the Leafs season here. Can he win it? Puck goes back to the point, and Hedman will get it back around, and Killorn gets it out. He tries to shoot towards the empty net, misses, and he gets the goal anyways. I don't know how that came out front, to be honest. I kind of gave up watching because yeah, it's it. So the Leafs can't come back for the third game in a row. They're unable to do so here in Scotiabank Arena. They got close. They had their chances, but they were unable to do so. Oh, that, yeah, just kind of takes a weird bounce off the boards and off the side of the net, comes out front. And Killorn, who, I mean, it's not like that goal really mattered a ton, but Killorn, who had not scored in 29 playoff games, now has 3 goals in his past 2 games. See, I know I saw some people saying that this was a must-win for the Leafs. I don't necessarily think so, but next game is. They need to win in Game 6. I don't trust these guys in Game 7. They need to win in Game 6. And there's a few storylines coming out of this game. First of all, it's Vasilevsky. All since Game 4, all I heard talk about was how Vasilevsky is washed. How, you know, Vasilevsky has not been good in this series. And I didn't like that talk. I really hated it. And this is why. Because you saw Andrei Vasilevsky tonight. That is the Vasilevsky that we've known. And this happened last series as well, where Vasilevsky was not good through the first 4, maybe 5 games. I can't quite fully remember. But Vasilevsky was not good during the first little bit of that series. But towards the end of the series, he got better and better. And I don't know why it was such a huge conversation, because the same thing happened last year. And they just gave him ammunition, and Vasilevsky was the difference tonight. He was. I think Samsonov has played better than Vasilevsky over the previous 4 games, but Vasilevsky was the better goaltender tonight. Samsonov let in a really, really bad goal on that second one. And unfortunately, it's going to be a conversation, but this is something that the Leafs have struggled with. Their goaltending has struggled with, is in elimination games. The Leafs goaltending has not been up to par. It's not been good enough. And that second goal that Eyssimont got was atrocious, both by Justin Holl and by Samsonov as well. Both you can blame both players there. But it doesn't matter if Justin Holl makes a terrible decision there, turns around, he's not defending Eyssimont properly. But that puck should not go in ever. Never, ever in a million years should that puck go in, and Samsonov just gives him his 5-hole. And that's what cost the Leafs. It was the one goal that the Leafs needed, and unfortunately, the Leafs goaltending has just been not good enough in elimination games, and it's not like this is a new thing. This is a thing going back years. Going back to Freddie Anderson in, 2018, even 2017 against the Capitals. Although that year, you can kind of brush off that year. Who cares about, that 2017 year? We were just glad to make the playoffs at that point. But 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023, in elimination games, the Leafs goaltending has not been good enough. And right there, it's one goal. And yeah, Samsonov was okay after that. I wouldn't blame that third goal on him as he gets tied up with David Kampf. But it's sometimes like you need to make the save. And Vasilevsky made those saves tonight. Samsonov did not. I'm getting a lot of text here, which is not very surprising. It's tough, man. My biggest concern with losing this game, is not that they lost it. Like, I still think they can win in Game 6, but I worry what it's going to do to their mental, because that's been the biggest issue with the Leafs. The Leafs, like, they've been good over, like, in multiple games over the past few series. You've seen that, but it's just in those final games, the ones that they can close out the series, they haven't been able to do so. Now, tonight, I don't know if was necessarily the case. They got really close. But at the same time, like, who cares, right? Like, oh, they got close. Hooray. Good for them. Doesn't really matter. You win or if you lose. And they lost tonight. Bro. Please tell me. I need them to win Game 6 so bad, man. They need to win Game 6 so bad. I can't handle another Game 7. I can't do it. So I think we can guarantee that Michael Bunting will play Game 6. Yeah. I think that's the case as well. Which, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. I mean, here's the way that I look at it. Tonight, they did not call anything at all. They had two tripping penalties, and then a puck over the glass where they needed, like, they had to call Kerfoot's puck over the glass, and then they evened it up with the hit on Giordano there. Me and my brothers are so angry. My mom got scared because we were all yelling horrible loss. Yeah. But here's the thing with Michael Bunting, right? My biggest issue with him, as they're showing off that Samsonov goal again, which was just awful. Oh, that second one. But like my biggest issue with Michael Bunting was I was afraid he was going to take penalties. But they showed tonight they're not calling shit. They are not calling anything, and I highly doubt they'll call anything for the rest of the series. So put Michael Bunting out there. Make him fucking do whatever he wants. Because if they call anything on him, they shouldn't. There was 2 high stickings against Brody and then against Matthew Knies in the final 2 minutes of the game that they didn't call. And I'm not saying that, the refs had a bias against the Leafs or anything like that, because there was a lot of penalties that the Leafs could have took as well that they decided not to call either. Like, I'm not saying that, there was a bias against the Leafs. I'm saying that the refs weren't calling shit. And that was my biggest concern with Michael Bunting, was that he was going to take penalties. But from what they just showed tonight, they're not calling anything. So put Michael Bunting out there. I think he does deserve to play. I do understand why Sheldon Keefe kept him out of the lineup for tonight's game. I think it was a good decision, to be completely honest. Why change anything if you won 3 games in a row? I know they didn't win that. Like, I know they had to come back in both games, but, still, right? Like, why would you, as they're showing the high sticking that was not called. But, yeah, put him in the lineup. We better win Game 6. We have to win Game 6. I cannot handle another Game 7. There's no way. Yep, I'm right with you. Are the Leafs pulling the Leafs? I mean, I don't think so. Here's the thing, right? Is no matter how the Leafs lost this game, that's going to be the narrative to come out of it, right? If the Leafs lost this game, no matter what, it's, here are the Leafs choking again. I think the Leafs played a fine game. It was close. I mean, they almost scored to tie the game up in the final minute. Marner had a shot that went right off the post, and instead of going off the post and in, it went off the post and out. I mean, I think that was at like the 3-minute mark or something like that. But still, right? Like, it no matter how they lost this game, and it was a close one, people are going to say, are the Leafs pulling the Leafs? We'll see what happens in Game 6. That's my response to that. We'll see what happens in Game 6. Vasilevsky was outstanding tonight. He was the difference maker. Truly. He is the reason that the Leafs lost that game. He was just a better goalie, and that is what scares me. I really hate all of that conversation that happened leading up to this game. I really did not like it whatsoever. It's I knew that Vasilevsky was going to have a good Game 5, and yeah, here he showed it. I mean, that first goal wasn't too good, but after that first goal that he gave up, he looked like the Vasilevsky that we know. So, yeah, the worst part for this for me is that we have to wait, until Saturday to see if the Leafs lose this or not. I mean, if you look at the bright side, we're undefeated on the road this playoffs. That's true. The Leafs are undefeated on the road. It's so frustrating because the Lightning were awful on the road during the regular season. They were 18, 22, and 2, I think. 18, 22, and 2 on the road this season. And the Leafs have lost 2 home games. Like, that's tough. And the Lightning have been good on the road. Or good at home, sorry. The Lightning have been good at home. And I know, regular season doesn't mean as much, but it's just unfortunate. I already know, like, I obviously have not looked at Twitter yet, but I know the huge conversation is going to be, should Samsonov start Game 6, and should Justin Hall come out of the lineup and Liljegren come in for him? I'm not a Justin Hall defender. I am not. In fact, I probably one of his I probably been one of his haters. I don't like Justin Hall a whole lot, but Liljegren towards the later half of the season did not look good. He did not look good. I would be surprised if we have the exact same lineup leading into Game 6. Yeah, I think Bunting comes in for sure. I think that's no question. Bunting comes into the lineup. Sheldon Keefe kind of already hinted towards that that Bunting would come into the lineup, just not for Game 5. And so he's basically confirmed to come in for Game 6. We'll see if they make any other changes. I can't see them taking out Justin Hall. Sheldon Keefe likes Justin Hall too much, and he is a penalty killer as well. So I don't particularly see that. I don't know, man. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate, and makes me very, very worried for Game 6. I'm just I don't know, man. Like, they need to win Game 6 so bad. They need to. I can't. I can't. Devils take the series lead 3-2 with a 4-0 score now. Damn. I just actually pulled it up here. And I just saw that looks like empty net goal. So the Devils, after losing the first two, will go up 3-2. You don't promise me on Saturday you're going to say a prayer for the hockey gods that we're going to win. I'll do my best. I'll do everything in my power that we'll win on Saturday. Man. I was, you know what? This is my fault. I was so prepared for us to win today. I got two in my mind that we were gonna win today. It's on me. It's on me. I was thinking about it all yesterday. I was thinking about it. I was going to bed yesterday, so that's on me. Yeah, like, they still have two chances to close it out. I shouldn't feel this way. But man, this team's just scarred me. Like, if your team has two chances to close out the series, if your team has three chances to close out the series, and you lose one of them, like, you shouldn't feel this defeated, but it's the Leafs, so unfortunately we do. Unfortunately we do. Ugh. Well, I think that is gonna do it for me. I think I'm gonna be done here, as you know, I don't know. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. It's like, they just need to get out of their head. They're just in their heads. I don't think they are particular with this series or with that game, but I don't know what they like. They need to make sure that they don't get into their heads for Game 6 and 7, if there is a 7. Hopefully there's not. But, like, they just need to learn to shake it off. But I think they're scarred like the fans are. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. I am done for today. I will be back, of course, on Saturday. And hopefully I'm a little bit more happy that day. Hopefully it's not as somber as the end to this stream here, but appreciate everybody watching, stopping by, all of that. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, like the video, all of that good stuff. But man, I don't even think I can make a TikTok out of that one. I don't even know what I'll make a YouTube short about that one. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'll figure something out, or I just won't make one. Either way, I think they put Bunting on the third line with O'Reilly and Achari. I would agree. I think they take out Lafferty, put Bunting on that line, and move Kerfoot to the fourth. That's the way that I would go. we'll see if that's what they do. That's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Bye.